Okay, so back with another video. And I actually had no idea that Tommy Lorenz had a part two to this shit. And I played it because, okay, she starts out the video saying, like, the video gain traction, right? And I'm gonna say, my honest opinion on why this shit why it gained traction is, well, it's just a commonality in the world. If a relatively attractive woman does anything, she's going to get some. She's automatically guaranteed with anything with her face on it is going to get at least 1,000 views. All right, that's just right off the bat. Just put pretty bitch in the picture, 1,000 views off the bat. She doesn't have to work for that. But see the reason why it gained traction is because it spoke to two different types of people the most, right? The first type of person it spoke to was other reject women like her, who no matter how pretty they are, no matter how relatively attractive they are, they can't keep men. So it must be the men's fault. It's never her fault. She never did anything wrong. So she's got that large group of people going, yeah, she's right. Men are fucked up. They only want Thotianas. I remember that Thotiana thing. Don't call me at 4 a.m. and all this shit like that. That was her number one group of follower, and the number two group of not follower but watchers for why it went viral. The number two group was the current generation of men going, wow, RedPill might be on to something. MGTOW might be on. Look at her, like she must be fucked up. Because American men are so desperate for just a woman who's not fat as fuck and took some care of herself that they worship the ground these girls walk on. So the fact that she can't keep a man, the current generation of guys going, wow, like wow. That RedPill shit, them motherfuckers like we made fun of some of them before, but no, they might be on to something. Because if she looks like this and now she's angry, oh, she must be really fucked up. So it's so for this group, it's like for that current generation of men, it's watching the car crash finally happen after everybody was telling the people driving, look, you need to wear seatbelts, or else if you get in a car crash, it's gonna be nasty. And the car crash finally happened, and there's blood everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And because they didn't wear their seatbelts. That's what Tommy Lorenz. That's what modern women are. They're driving at 90 miles an hour without seat. Feminism told current women to drive down the street at 90 miles an hour with no seatbelts simply because you're a woman and you can do anything. And men are saying, no, you bitches need to wear seatbelts. Because, like, as a woman, like, you are going to crash because you are a woman. You need to put a seatbelt on. Women go, whatever, I do what I want. And that's and Tommy Lorenz is right. She isn't exactly at the crash yet, but she's doing 90 miles an hour. And that wall is like 20 feet away. Right? She can't stop. She doing 95 miles an hour, and that wall is 20 feet away. She can't stop in time. So it's just going to be another car crash. Anyway, let's watch this goofy shit, because I only watched the first part of it. So let's go.
What's up, guys? Oh, waiting for y'all to just join on in here. Some of you, I probably will answer some questions later on, but I have some things I need to go through first. All right. So for those of you the other night, I believe it was Monday night, who watched my PSA for boyish men, it has since gained a little bit of traction. I also posted it on Facebook, and I think it's sitting at about 1.5 million views right now. So obviously, it picked up a little bit of talk, a little bit of chatter, a few haters, which is okay. Not like I'm not used to that. I'm very used to it. But I did want to clear a few things up about that video and just expand on it a little bit, because that's always important. You can't ever say everything you want to say in 15 minutes. And I've heard a lot of comments on it, a lot of praise, a lot of criticism. So I figured I'd just go through some of them if y'all are ready. All right. So first of all, some of the misperceptions and misconceptions about some of the things I said in that video that I want to go through real quick. First and foremost, okay, I don't think all men are trash. And I also want to again reiterate the distinction that I made between boys and men. There is a big difference between boys and men. And I'm not talking about an age difference. I'm talking about a mentality difference.
Yeah. And okay, and let's be clear. The difference, but okay, all men to her are trash, because if they wasn't, she'd be with a man. Do the math. If all men that are dealing with her are trash, which should tell you by, just by logic, she must be trash, because all she's attracting is trash, right? And because think about it, if she was worth getting a man, she would have had a man. She would have been able to keep a man. She can't keep a man. So why is she only able to keep boys? Because she's a girl. Because she's not a woman. She's a little girl with 15 pounds of makeup on. She fucked around and got a decent paying job. So she thinks, like how woman's mind thinks, she thinks that because she got what she wants in a man, as far as, the superficial bullshit, that automatically makes her a grown woman. That's it. She's just a grown woman. Because like I said before, man, in the last video for that one, if she knows, like I said, woman doesn't have to go out and pursue man. She doesn't, if a woman is a proper woman, most cases, she doesn't have to do a lot of work. Like that video I made a while back about the high value woman or high value man in a woman's body. Look, all woman has to do is just go stand up in the proper area, and men are going to come trying to buy her. Like I say all the time, women are to be bought. Men go out with their wallets and shit to go pay for shit. Women just stand there and wait for a man to come up and buy them. Let's be real about it. So if she can't get this, like I said, they tell on themselves and they don't even realize when they do it. So if she knows the difference between a man and a boy, well then how come she only keeps how come she can't keep a man if she knows so much?
If you are a man and you watched that and you thought that I was calling you trash, I will apologize for that, because I don't think all men are trash. I don't think any men are trash at all.
Yes, you
I
do.
think that some boys who think that they are men have a tendency, shall we say, in 2020 to not quite act the right way. And I'm not saying that girls act the right way, mind you. Okay, this is an equal opportunity situation here. But I'm not a dude.
Yeah, because okay, so let's think about it. Okay. If certain guys don't act the right way and they piss you off, but then also certain girls don't act the right way, so what does that make you? What does that make Tommy Loren and how to act? If proper men act properly and they go out and get proper women, but at the same time she can't keep a man too long, that means she's not acting right.
Dude, in case you haven't noticed, I don't identify as a dude. I'm not a dude. So for me to do a video about how crappy women are in the dating scene, I really don't think I could offer you that much knowledge on it, because I've never dated a girl yet. Okay, so
it's coming.
I can't help you there. I'm not saying that girls are perfect and men are awful or boys are awful. I'm not saying that, never would say that. I'm sure that there are many horrible girls out there that do many horrible things. I myself am not perfect. I acknowledge that. I'm happy to acknowledge it. So I wanted to clear that up. Men, I don't think you're trash. I happen to quite like men, and especially real men who act like men and who treat women the right way. And I'm going to get into that in a little bit, but I want to clear up some other misperceptions about the video, things that maybe you guys were confused about, so I can help you out. It was not in any way, shape, or form about my ex-fiance.
Yes, it was. That's it. Okay. Hey, let's just be real about it. Eddie. Okay, let's see with bitches, especially when they got to rant on some shit they said, or they got to prove they're not mad about something. Look, everything she's getting ready to say, is the exact opposite. Okay, remember this shit. This is my first time watching this far into it, so I don't even know. But mark my words. Everything she's getting ready to say is the complete. She made that video because her ex-fiance. Think of how fucked up is she mentally now that she had a fiance who bounced on her, who left her, who wouldn't marry her. That woman is just infuriated. That's done. That woman is. Don't touch that shit. I mean, fuck her. As long as she shuts the fuck up and stands up with her fucking blonde hair and perky tits, fuck her. But don't stay around that too long. I forgot about that. She was engaged to get married, and the dude bounced on her. Now the reality of it is, it could have been some anything. Maybe the dude wasn't ready. Maybe who knows? What the fuck? Who knows? Maybe the dude was really gay. Whatever. Who knows why he did it? Okay, but from her perspective, at how woman sees that shit, because like I say all the time, man, women want your protection. And she thought she done lassoed her. I'm sure it was a somebody to her, because that's women always go up. So she figured she lassoed this dude in with her little pussy and perky tits, and the dude bounced on her. He said he was gonna marry her and didn't. That woman is woo. Stay away from that. If you ever find out a woman went through something like that, that woman is that's almost as bad as a woman who finds out that's almost as bad as the average woman who finds out she can't have kids. She will spend the rest of her life trying to convince you that she's not mad that she can't have kids, when really it destroys her because she felt like she couldn't please you and give you something. That's the reality. Her situation is not. I say that having kids thing is definitely worse for a woman, but this is up there. All right. This is definitely, and then on top of that, how old is this hoe? Let me Google her real fast. I don't know anything about her, but she's got to be a little older. She's not. I know she's not younger anymore. I know that. Well, I mean, it's clear that she's running out of time. She was trying to get married. She's 28. Yep, 28. Oh, that woman is whoo. That's done. That's done. That is just misery, and I'm on her Instagram now. Watching gonna be pictures of me, because that's what bitches do. Yep, me. Every picture is me. Look at me. Look at me in a hat. Look at me in a dress. Look at me on the beach. Look at me. That's why I look, man. This goofy hoe.
Fiance is a great individual, a great man, and the woman that ends up with him is going to be incredibly lucky, because all the things that I bitched about in that video, he didn't do any of those things. He's a great guy.
Sure he
so
didn't.
I want to clear that up.
Sure
it
he
wasn't
didn't.
me being scorned about a broken off engagement. It wasn't me being scorned about a bad breakup. I haven't dated anybody in months. So it wasn't about that, and it wasn't about my ex-fiance. So I want to clear that up. If he's watching or his friends are watching, not about him.
It's exactly about him.
Thing.
What did I just say? Everything she's getting ready to say is going to be the opposite. Why does she go in such great detail? You see, all these. See, this is because that time I woke up at 6 a.m. and I went through your phone that time, but I couldn't find it. It's not about that. It's so not about that. No, it's not about that. Every reason that she's gonna say it's not about, that's exactly what it's about.
That I thought was kind of weird, because I read some media headlines about it, was that my video the other night was homophobic. You're gonna have to explain that to me, how that video was homophobic. I don't think it was homophobic in the least. I can't even wrap my mind around how anyone say it was homophobic. That makes no sense to me. So if anybody got that impression, maybe rewatch it, because it certainly wasn't homophobic. But I also want to talk a little bit about a couple of the responses that I got, and once again, kind of just reinforcing my point here. So the kind of responses that I got from at least people that I know, males that I know, were two. First of all, most of the guys in my life, they either thought it was about them and it wasn't, and they apologized and they didn't need to, or I have friends of mine that I've never dated who are just dudes who messaged me and said, hey, this actually really helped me out, because it's a jungle out there and sometimes men don't know how to act. They don't know what women want. They don't understand what they're doing wrong, which was the whole point of my video. It wasn't to give men a guideline of things they already knew. It was to help you out in case there's some things you didn't, okay?
Look, again, if she's so fucking smart and she knows exactly what's going on. How come she can't keep a man? That's what all this shit is about. That's what all boyish men, angry about men, and men is because she could stand just like all the little light skinned girl I did who was in the car a few videos back, and just like pretty much all my videos. See, this is why it's so hard for women to understand any kind of logic. Because as long as she stands up anywhere with her little blonde hair and perky tits and 15 pounds of makeup with a healthy body weight, somebody's going to try to fuck her. You see? So as long as she can still get fucked, she can still rest in that validation of, oh, I must be doing something right as a woman because I can at least get fucked. Like, no, bitch, getting fucked is not a feat for you. It's damn near an obligation from biology for you to get fucked. If she was so smart, then how come she can't keep a man? And, I mean, she's older. She's not old yet, but she's older. How could all these men I see her with on her Instagram? Hold on. All these men, these sporting events. What? Me. All these pictures. Look. Hold on. I think I turned the brightness. Look, all these pictures. Me. Bitch, if everything's about you and you so good and you so special and perfect, then why aren't these men in your league and better staying with you? Point blank. It's exactly because you think all men are trash, because all the men that keep fucking with you keep pumping you and dumping you or leaving you for some reason. So you mad because it's always the men. It's not you. It's the men's fault.
Maybe men don't know that we like plans to be made. Maybe men don't know that consistency is important. Maybe men don't know that it's nice to be valued for what you bring to the table.
Okay, see, now what she's going, men don't know that consistency, that making plans. Okay, what she's really saying is, I don't get this from men, and I want this from men. But something about her is running. Okay, something about this is something about her is a deterrent from getting this from the men that she wants. Now, she always has some fucking man in her don't get it twisted. She is simply because she's a woman and she has on 15 pounds of makeup and took a bath. She has at least 20 dudes in her DMs trying to take her out, desperately trying to take her out. But the men that she can't get it from the men that she wants. That's who she did. Never forget that. I don't care if she's a fucking 3 out of 10. If she's a 3, there's plenty of ones trying to holler at her. But she wants that 5 and 6 and 7. And them 7s out of 10. If she was a 3, them 7s ain't gonna give her all that. But them 7s they might give that to a 9. But the 9s, they don't want it from the 7s. The 9s gonna want it from, because that's bitches. That's how bitches move. And they can't help it. Their pussies can't help it. They have to operate like this. But see, the thing is, she's run out of time. She'd have hit 28. She's hit 28 in a world full of men who are much higher earners. And she's in that league of that. Well, she was in that league of 5. She's still in the league of the 5% men to get pumped and dumped. But her time for legit find a man to marry and be happy with and all that, especially in that league, is running out. Well, it's done. It's finished. That's why she finally made that rant video, because the bitch got old.
Maybe some men don't know those things.
No, they know it.
Maybe they don't know how important communication is.
No, they know it. And you want to know how men know how important communication is? Tommy Loren, go into your DMs right now and pull that shit up on a fucking screen, and we'll see just how much. We'll see just how well men know how to communicate. But you don't want those men. The men that you want don't communicate with you because you aren't worth that. Right? They communicate with the bitches they want. They're not communicating with you.
Men and women think differently. Totally understand that. So I got a lot of men that I know who are great guys who honestly messaged me and said, hey, this is helpful. It's nice to know how women think. It's nice to know how you and your friends think. I like you. I think you're a cool chick. So it was great pointers. And that, again, reinforces my point. That is the difference between a man and a boy. The men in my life that I've dated, met, gone out with, or I'm just friends with, they were really, they either laughed, they thought it was funny, or they were like, hey, cool, thanks for the heads up, okay? That's a man.
Yo, well, yeah, then why don't you date them? Why don't you keep, if those are men, bitch, you dumb fucking jackass. If those, if that's like me saying, oh, well, you know what? Some refrigerators I buy just don't work right. They don't know how to keep shit cold. But you know what? Other refrigerators do. Well, then just go buy the refrigerator that works. Like, are you like? See, this is how dense dumb bitches are. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. What the heck is bothering me? Almost lost it there. Tommy's Lorenz. If it's so fucking, if you, oh yeah, I know all these men. That's the difference between a man and a boy. Because they see the men in my life I've dated. And blah, blah. See, okay, if you date them, then why don't you go back and date them? Because they don't want you. That's why. Because you doing the math in front. But see, women hate man. But you doing the math, MAF, and like you're spelling it out. Right? These, oh my golly gee willikers. Think about, see, this, I gotta start taking breaks and making videos, man, because this shit is like wearing me down. Just, see, this is why I don't talk to women. This is why I really try to escape. I try to escape as soon as possible, because bitches, because they so stupid, man. Like, on average, they just dumb as fuck. Like, that's why I really try to I had to talk to a bitch a couple days ago. In a store. And it's like they can feel it when you don't want to talk to them because it makes them want to talk to you even more and want to make eye contact with you and all this ridiculous shit. I hate talking to bitches, man. Like, I just like to be alone and just play PlayStation and, you know, do shit, my own hobbies. I can't do this shit, man. This bitch is dumb as fuck. Bitch, if you know what the fuck, if you know, oh, well, it's a difference between a man and a boy because the men I've dated, then why don't you date those fucking men, you dumb bitch? Are you fucking serious? And then I feel the need to complain about it. Like, I hate when I sit my phone right here. Oh, the other times, I know where to sit my phone, but I don't want to sit over there. I want to sit over here. Oh, I hate sitting my phone here. Adults don't do it. This shit is fucking stupid.
And then I got the other responses from boys. And I don't know a whole lot of boys, by the way. But there were some boys
know enough to get mad about
it. Through Twitter, some with blue check marks, some that are in bum F wherever and don't whatever, that just wanted to make a comment. And their responses were, Tommy is bashing men. Tommy hates men. We're not your fan anymore because you hate men. That is a boy response. Because a true man would know that the things that I said probably didn't apply to them. And if some of those...
Okay, a true man wouldn't pay... Okay, let's do the math. A true man would have done the same thing that those other men in your life did. They don't pay you any fucking attention. All right, the only reason I'm paying you attention because I'm getting paid to. All right? Otherwise, I didn't even know I could comment on your shit. I didn't even know you made a part 2 to this shit. All right? All right? I wouldn't pay you any fucking attention. All right? Only reason I'm even talking... talk about this shit because I'm asked to do it, right? Because you ain't work or to show other men how ridiculous the shit that comes out of bitches' mouths are. If you so fucking smart, they go get one of those fucking men that you already know and date it. Oh, because I know that there's so many men and boys. They go date one. You can't because they don't want you because you're a fucking girl.
Things did apply to them, they were like, hey, let me make it better. So if men want to make a video and be like, hey girls, this is what I think you're doing wrong, by all means, please do it. I will be a viewer. All right? Just throwing that out there. No, you won't.
Because if you will not be a viewer. Because if you were, you would have watched it. You wouldn't be in this position. You wouldn't be in this position now. All right? Because the internet's not that hard to figure out. Just Google it. How do I become a better woman from a man's point of view? Don't ask other women. Because that's probably what she did. She probably went off and started reading LA Magazine and all this silly shit. Asked other dumb bitches who can't keep a man how to keep a man, and then that dumb bitch don't even know. And now you done took advice from this dumb hoe, and now you done follow that. You was already a dumb hoe to start out with in the dating world because you couldn't keep a man already. Then you go follow another dumb hoe, and it's just a bunch of dumb hoes, and y'all end up on female dating strategy, just passing back ideas while that clock keeps ticking. Tick tock, Mr. Wick. TikTok.
But yes, so to all those, especially on Twitter, because Twitter is the most vile place, that had something to say about how,
Again, don't date women who are active in social media. Don't do that. Maybe the younger batch, times are changing, but she's older. She's up in my age group. Don't date women. Don't date, especially if they're like 25 and up. I mean, do with her what all the men in her life have done with her. Pump and dump her and leave her mad until she makes videos about how much she hates men. Otherwise, don't take these women serious.
She's not a conservative. She critiqued men. She's a feminist. I'm not a feminist, and being a feminist is a completely different thing from what I did. If I'm going to point out and criticize some of the behaviors of modern men, that does not make me a feminist. In fact, I think it makes me pretty damn conservative, because I'm looking at the way men are raised right now. I'm looking at the way society is raising men, the way pop culture is raising men, and I'm saying maybe there's a problem. All right? That's a very conservative thing to say. And I'm going to get to a little bit more of that in a little bit as well. But I also want to talk about the responses that I got from women. And most of them conservative women. So to all you boys out there who are telling me that I'm not a conservative because I made a critique of the way modern men act, yeah, you should know that all the girls in my DM are mostly all conservative women, and they all were saying, preach, preach, preach. What you said is true. Oh my goodness, thank gosh someone said something, because what you said is true.
Okay, now let's go back to the beginning of this video. What did I say her two largest viewers and supporters were going to be? Other women who can't keep men like her, and men who are like, oh my God, this shit, red pill was that shit was right. That shit's real. Cause Tommy, she's on the bad side of red pill. She took the blue pill and thought that blue pill was gonna last forever. She just explained that. Right? What did she say? All the men was talking about how she's bashing men, or why, like, all this shit, and then the women's like, oh yeah, girl, you right. Yeah, women, yeah, that's exactly what I said.
So those are conservative women out there. So for you so-called conservative men, who are actually some of you boys, who are saying that you can't possibly be a conservative and say anything bad about the male species in general, I'm sorry, you're wrong. I can say whatever the hell I want to. And if those of you who aren't familiar with me, I really don't care if me speaking the truth and me speaking my mind bothers and triggers people on the left, the right, the middle. I don't care. I'm going to say what I need to say. And that's what makes me genuine and real. And for those of you who have followed me for a long time, you know that.
Yeah. See, the problem is not her not speaking the truth. The problem is she's still so fucking stupid she can't even see what she's saying and put it all together. She's telling the truth. All right? She's not worth a man because all the men left her. She keeps getting dating what she called fuck boys, and they want Tatiana and all. She's telling you all the truth is coming out. She's not lying to you guys. She has a lot. She's just not putting. She's not putting what she's saying together and forming some type of actual logical conclusion out of it, other than men are bad, I'm right, that's it. Well, not men are bad, but boys are bad, the men are right. So what she's really saying is, like, what most immature girls say. She wants a guy to be both like a man and a boy at the same time. You see what I'm saying? Like that's what a lot of them want. They like, because women, especially American women, they really think they deserve, everything in one fucking package. It's the same theory as with a lot of guys. A lot of guys, they want a woman to be a whore and a housewife at the same fucking time. I mean, these people exist for both sexes, but you're gonna have you're gonna get really lucky to find it.
About me. I'm gonna spit it to you straight. Whether I'm doing it on Instagram Live or I'm sitting at a bar doing it, all right? I'm gonna give it to you straight. And that's the way it is. It's not me being bitter. It's not me being mad. It's just me giving you my damn final thoughts, because that is what I do. And I think I'm pretty good at it, by the way. So a lot of women came to me in my DMs and were like, thank you for saying something. So again, I just hope this can be a learning tool. I don't know everything about everything, but at 27, almost 28 years old, I have been around men. I've been around a lot of millennial men, and I've seen some things that I think could be changed for the better, communication that could be improved, things that could be improved upon that would make us all just a little happier, all right? And men, it's gonna help you out too, because you're gonna get a real kick-ass woman who is going to be really appreciative of all those things that you fixed, because they're probably really simple fixes.
But the men don't want you. You said it 3 or 4 times in 9 minutes and 13 seconds. The men don't want you. The men don't want you and women like you. You've explained it three times in 3 different ways, and you still don't see it. They don't want you. You see, all this, you in this house and this good job and all this shit, see, that's high value man shit. That's not high value woman. You're a high value man in a woman's body. with perky, where them tits ain't gonna be perky too much longer. Blonde hair, 15 pounds of makeup, and you got a little extra money in your pocket. That doesn't make you a high value woman. And women, you need to understand this. That makes you a high value man in a woman's body. But that doesn't see a younger woman would be relatively impressed and try to eat off you. But the men that you want don't care about that shit. Well, it's clear because your last boyfriend left you for no reason. I ain't even Google. I'll look that up while she keeps rambling on again. But anyway, let's continue.
So I want to talk about that. I also want to talk a little bit about my backstory. All right. Again, my video the other night was not about my ex-fiance, but prior to him, I dated a lot of just really horrible men. All right. If you guys read my book, you know. Every guy I've ever dated has cheated on me. Every guy I've ever dated has lied to me. Every guy I've ever dated has just quite frankly not been great.
Okay, so every guy you ever dated has cheated on you, lied to you. But let's rewind, about 5 minutes earlier? She said that she's dated some real. Did she not say that she dated real men who who understand? But now every guy. What did I say? To her, all men are bad because that's all she's ever dated. If she's so fucking great, then why did all she ever date was were guys who weren't great, who were boys? If she's so great, so smart, she knows every fucking thing. She's telling on herself. And she, like I said, she's not lying to. Okay, she is not lying to you. She's just like most women. They don't have to put. They don't really have. They never, especially when they're of healthy body weight and took a bath. They don't have to do any type of intricate thinking. So by the time either they just start getting too old, or they got kids, or they start gaining weight, and men start leaving them, and they start to notice a pattern of it. And they start to go mad. Now it's like, wait a minute. Maybe I should start to think and put some logic together other than how to look cuter so I can see what high level guy could get to fuck me. Maybe I should think about about noticing patterns in things other than how to get fucked. Maybe I should think. So essentially so like I said in videos before, when it comes to sex and personal manipulation, bitches got their master's degree in that shit by the time they hit 20. But pretty much any other form of logic is at a 3-year-old level, right? Now, but just like I said, when it comes to that personal manipulation, guys, we don't start to catch on until at best 16 years old. Maybe, but most of us, we really don't catch on. Most of us really don't start seeing it until we start hitting 25. Let's just be honest about it. But some of us grew up with sisters, or some of us just had a natural intuition and figured it out at a younger age. But most guys, we don't get that manipulation with sex and interpersonal manipulation tactics. We don't get that shit till we're like 25. Now, on the flip side, thinking intricately about logic, things with moving parts inside of it, mechanical thinking, logic such as playing games of chess. You see, we get that around, you know, when the woman's going out and getting fucked, we get that logical thinking much earlier. But the girl, so by the time we hit 30, we can play 3 computers at chess at the same time and do reasonably well. Where a woman, she can't even figure out how to learn. She's still at a 3-year-old level at 30. You see, but like I said in the last example, when it comes to sex, see, by the time a woman hits 20, she's pretty much tired of using sex as manipulation to see what guys she can get to do what, why, and how, and all this shit like that. Where guys, we're just getting started and we're wanting it, but we can't get it. So because we pretty much have the intelligence of a 3-year-old when it comes to that shit. Like, we just don't know, you know. I hope that made sense. I tried to explain. I'm gonna do a live stream this Friday. I hope that made sense. But let's continue.
With a few exceptions that were great people, but we just didn't work out. But most of the guys have treated me like absolute crap. And like most of the women watching this, I put up with that for years, okay? I, in high school, through almost all through college, dated the same guy who treated me horribly. He cheated on me multiple times. He said horrible things to me. He did horrible things to me. And I sat there and I put up with it. I was always incredibly strong in my politics. I was always incredibly strong in school, in my professional life, in my career, in my determination. But for some reason, I went through so many years of letting someone treat me like crap, and I stayed. And I know that there are so many strong women out there that can relate to that because they're such badasses. But when it comes to men, for some reason, they just can't get themselves to be as strong as they are in other places.
Because that's what you wanted. But what happens is, all women love this shit. They love that guy, right? They love that guy. But the thing is, what happens when that woman starts to get older and she realizes, oh, I'm going to age. I need a man to protect me because I need a man who's going to protect me and stay with me because I can't keep up with these 19, 20-year-olds coming out now. See, now she wants to get, that's when marriage for a woman, for most women, marriage is the eject button for safety. It's the safety net and it's the retirement plan for a woman. Marriage is not about, they'll try to spin it in this, oh, it's about love and all this. It's a retirement plan slash eject button for when they realize they can't keep up anymore. So what happens when she was with that bad boy? Yeah, she loved it. She was there for years. She'd tell you. And she probably remember his first, last, middle name, his birthday, where they first kissed. She remembers all that shit. But that nice guy, that man, oh, no. They didn't date for years. Who did she date for years? Think about it. Who did she date for, like every woman. Who did she date for years? And who she date for a few months? It's what she really wants. That nice guy shit, man. Don't listen to what bitches say, man. Watch their fucking actions.
Once I got out of that long relationship, I fixed the hell out of that. And then after that,
oh yeah, girl, you go.
I decided I wasn't going to put up with it anymore. And I had a few bumps in the road along the way, but pretty much so I haven't put up with a lot since then. And I hope that all you women out there will be the same way. And men, if you guys are with a horrible girl or a horrible woman and she doesn't treat you well, I hope you'll do the same. I hope you'll be strong enough to say peace because no one deserves to be treated like crap, all right? And there are some things that just aren't fixable in a relationship. If it's gone on and gone on and gone on and the precedent has been set for treating each other like crap, in my personal experience, it probably just isn't ever going to work. People don't change that much when they've been set in their ways and the precedent has been set. And here's another thing for ladies out there, if I would give you a little bit of advice, is you teach people how to treat you, which is actually part of the point of the PSA that I did the other night. You set your own price tag, you teach people how to treat you, you set the precedent. If you say this is what I expect, then those people that want to meet those expectations, they'll still be there. All right,
oh, yeah, girl.
I just want to give you that piece of advice.
You go, girl.
I also want to talk about what I call the DBAP double standard. For those of you who follow Clay Travis and a lot of others, they've developed that term DBAP, don't be a, I think you know what the P word stands for. I'm not going to say it. But it's funny to me that I got ripped up and down by conservative accounts on Twitter because I basically said, don't be a, and all of a sudden I'm bashing men. But when a man says DBAP, every man goes, yeah, don't be a, okay? So I'm confused. I don't like double standards. I'm not a feminist, but you guys know I'm going to call it a double standard when I see it. Yeah. So for me to say DBAP to the men out there who are acting like, you know what? All right, that's not me bashing men. That's me doing the same thing that a lot of other men do to men, saying, hey, grow up, act right, be a man, okay? Just gonna throw that out there. Be a man. Treat women with respect. And also demand that respect in return. You gotta make sure women treat you right as well. You don't want a sugar baby. You don't want a girl that's DMing 5 different guys. You don't want a girl that's got nothing going on, who relies on you for everything. Hell no. Hell no. That's why I'm trying to help you. Find a girl that brings something to the table. Hell, find a girl that brings a table to the table. I think it's gonna work out better for you. I hope that for you. I hope that for me. Damn it. I hope I can find a guy that appreciates the fact that I bring a table to a table. All right?
Okay, how much you want to bet? Hold on. How much you want to bet the guy, the girl that her ex left her for was somebody who was lesser than her? What? Hold on. What? Let me find this motherfucker's name. I don't even know his name. Brandon Fricky. How much you want to bet the girl? Because this rant is telling what happened. It's telling what happened with her. She's telling herself. Fricky. Oh, he's a soccer player. Okay. Oh yeah, so he's a soccer. Yeah. He don't have his choice options. This would actually be worse if he didn't leave. If he left her to go off and be single, that's even worse. Because that means he just ain't even want to be around her. That's bad. I kind of rather him leave. You know, it'd be a better blow if it was for another woman. But the fact that he left and didn't even go. Yeah, it ain't even saying it. Because I typed in his name and new girlfriend. I don't even see a new girlfriend. So the fact that he bounced on her ass and ain't go get on with some other hoe, yeah, that's bad. That mean like you really just don't even want to be around a woman. Well, you could tell by how she's talking in this video. You really don't even want to deal with that shit unless you just got too horny and she was the only thing around.
And that's another thing. I'm not perfect. For people that thought that my commentary that I did the other night was me just being self-indulgent, guys, I laugh at myself more than anybody else out there. I know I got problems. In many cases, I'm a damn dumpster fire when it comes to relationships and everything else. I am not perfect. I am also a mess. Okay? But I do get frustrated just like anybody else. And for those people that tell me, well, you should just stick to politics and talking about politics, I hate to inform you of this, but I'm a whole damn human. I'm a whole damn human with many dimensions. I talk about a lot of things. All right? I don't just stick to politics because I'm a living, breathing human that has opinions about a lot of things. Okay? That's just me. I guess that's the benefit of me. My mouth, and also the disadvantage of me, my mouth. Sorry, is the way it is. That's how I am. Sorry. If you don't like it, bye. Another thing I want to talk about too is no woman wants perfection. I know a lot of you guys are saying, oh, nobody's perfect. We try. That's all we're asking for. For me in a relationship, I just ask for a couple of things. I ask for you to be authentic, and I ask for you to be loyal. And that to me comes with a side of good communication, being direct. I'm very direct. I don't beat around the bush. I tell people how I feel. I tell people what I'm thinking. And if they like it or not, that is the way it is. I personally like to know where I stand with people. Which
and that's just exactly why you can't keep no man. You go, girl. Go out, keep listening to those other women telling you what you want to hear. You go, girl.
Which is why I am very direct. I think the worst feeling for a man, for a woman, is not knowing where you stand with somebody. I think that's the most frustrating thing.
Well,
I don't have time for it. I don't have time for the games.
Alone at kitchen.
I don't like to be texting somebody and then they just stop texting me, or they fade out for a few days. You know, if you're interested, stay interested. And if you're not interested anymore, then fine, but please don't circle back. I talked about this the other night. That's just really the big thing for me, is just be direct in your communication. If you're not feeling me, then please just go away. It's just that simple. Go away, but don't come back. Please don't come back. Because I don't, like I said the other night, I don't care anymore.
No, you care.
But to all those people out there who are saying that because I did that video the other night that you no longer like me and I'm not a real conservative, I gotta tell you guys something, clear it up real quick. I stopped caring about losing followers, for being honest, a long time ago. I am far more concerned with losing myself trying to appease people. I'm not an appeaser. That ain't what I do. All right? I speak the truth. I speak my mind. That is how I am. That is how I'm wired, and that's how I'm always going to be. But I do apologize to the real men out there if you thought I was lumping you all into a category of being trash. I don't think all men are trash. I was raised by a wonderful, fantastic, amazing man. And my parents have been married damn near 40 years right now. He knows how to treat my mom with respect. I wish we could go back to that. He knows how to communicate for the most part. I wish we could go back to that. I wish we had more father figures out there that taught boys.
Okay, because this, I know where this is headed, and that's gonna be in the video. Let's be clear about this. What she's really saying is, I feel like I'm entitled to everything my mother got with none of the work or effort in actually being a decent human woman. I can just be whatever I want to be in life, but that man has to be just as great as my father. Just because I walked in a room with 5 pounds of makeup on and my perky tits and my blonde hair. That's what she's saying. That's exactly what she's saying. And see, this is why so many women are fucking alone. If especially nowadays, if she was lucky enough to even have her father in the household, because the government didn't give their mother an incentive to run him off. It's that female entitlement, man. It's that modern feminism and female and Western women. That entitlement. I deserve exactly what I want just because I stand in here and I'm a woman with 5 pounds of makeup and straight hair. And I'm skinny and I took a bath. So I deserve it. And if I don't get it, well, I'm sure there's another man out there. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. And then next thing you know, they're making videos like this. It's the same shit, man. Like I say, the only big difference is well, okay, see, in this culture, this part wouldn't even happen. Her parents would have paid for her to go get an abortion. Her parents would have hijacked her own body to take her to the hospital, take her to somewhere to get an abortion. They'd have done themselves at home for her daughter's career. They would have done that shit. So she got pregnant. She just got so many abortions probably. She's probably, man, look. And then I think she went to Arizona State, which is not a great fucking sign. Any college in Arizona, that's not a great fucking sign. Right back. But yeah, man, that's what it is. All of this is explained in the last part of the video. Let's go back. Listen to it.
Not an appeaser. That ain't what I do. All right? I speak the truth. I apologize to the real men out there if you thought I was lumping you all into a category of being trash.
This is where all this comes back to.
I don't think all men are trash. I was raised by a wonderful, fantastic, amazing man. And my parents have been married damn near 40 years right now. He knows how to treat my mom with respect. I wish we could go back to that. He knows how to communicate for the most part. I wish we could go back to that.
Yeah. Okay, when she says, I wish we can go back to that, what she's really saying is, I wish, because she has no idea we can go back to that because she wasn't born, but we weren't born when they were coming up. So she doesn't, going back to that means a completely different culture. Unknown to women's mind, especially when they think they finally awoken and they see how, what humans are, what we're doing. The world wasn't created when you were born. There was a completely different culture that was going on. Modern feminism wasn't there to give you entitlement just because you were a woman. Your mother put in work as a woman to get that shit. More than likely, your mother, Tommy Lorraine, your mother just wouldn't walk around. I say whatever, I'll do what I want. Now I want to go back to that. Going back to that doesn't involve you just whatever, I'll do what I want. Yes, dear. I love my wife. No, that shit don't even match. Think about it. You want to go back to that? What she's really saying is, I want to be a spoiled fucking cunt, and I want my husband to fucking worship. To not even, I won't say worship the ground I walk on. I want my husband to respect me while I say whatever I want to say whenever I want to say it. That's exactly what she just said. Want to go back to that? You want to go back? All right, well then throw away modern feminism because that wasn't back. That wasn't back then. Throw away fucking you saying do whatever I say. I say and do whatever I want. Okay, does your mom say and do whatever she wants? Think about it. Look at your parents and think for real. That was a whole different culture, Tommy. I don't think you want that culture. Because see, that culture doesn't entitle women to have shit just because they're woman. You don't want that, Tommy.
I wish we had more father figures out there that taught boys to be men. I wish that boys didn't learn how to be men off of Instagram and porn. I wish a lot of those things.
Here comes the porn, yeah.
That's a pretty conservative school of thought, actually, to look at what's going on in modern day society and think maybe there might be a problem. So that's about all for me. Thank you guys for listening. Again, I like to just clear up any of the misperceptions about that video. And to all the ladies out there that were saying preach, I hope you find a great man. And to all the men out there, I hope you find a great lady that treats you well. And until then, I hope you have damn fun in the process. So that's it for me tonight, guys. God bless you all. Take care.
That's sad. Until, like I said, at the end, that whole fucking part at the end was essentially, I want to say and do whatever I want, but I want my man to I want my man to show me respect, but I want to say and do whatever I want, whenever I want, how I want to do it, with no regard for how anybody else feels. That's just how I do. I keeps it real. That's what she just said. Logic. You want to, like I said, man. She says she wants to go back. I want to go back to that. I want to go back to. See. Notice when she said what she wants to go back to. Notice when she got on that topic of what she wants to go back to. It was nothing about how she should be acting. It was about how the men should be acting. I want to go back to men doing this. See, she doesn't want to go back to women acting like they got some common fucking sense and not jiggling their fucking ass on Instagram to get likes, and then got other women wanting to jiggle their asses because they want more likes than the other ones, and comparing makeup and what's that, Fashion Nova, whatever the fuck that silly shit is. And see, she doesn't want to erase the woman's side. She just wants to erase the men's side. Which, you see what happens. That's why she's sitting up alone. She can't keep nobody. She can't keep a man. If she was so fucking great with a man, she'd been able to keep one. She can't because she's not a good fucking woman. That's why. It's not rocket science, Tommy. Think about it. Everything you, like, literally everything Tommy fucking said comes down to she's a girl, but secretly to herself, she thinks she's a qualified woman simply because she has a relatively good paying job, figured out how to put on 10 pounds of makeup from Pinterest and Instagram, and took a bath and skinny. So she thinks that qualify. Like I said, see, that while that is a bare requirement to qualify as a successful woman, the qualify as a successful woman from a woman's side is literally just be a fucking woman. You don't even gotta do anything else. Just be a woman and fuck. You're a woman, Whereas what makes a guy qualifiable as a guy, he has to juggle a whole lot more at the bare minimum. You see, you go stand Tommy Loren out with no makeup on, nothing but a fucking t-shirt and some baggy jeans, stand her up on the corner, and somebody's gonna come take her in. Stand a man up there with a baggy t-shirt, some baggy jeans. Ain't nobody coming for a man. Think about that. What you think about that, equality? Because we not equal. All right, let's just be real about it. Anyway, that's the video, man. I'm out of here. This goofy hoe. I can't, man. Look, I just can't even. I just can't even. I can't even. I'm out, man.